I just bought $4,000 worth of phones. So I just got the iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 17 base, iPhone Air, and then I also did pick up the AirPods Pro 3 as well to test them out. And I am not on Apple's PR list, so this kind of cost a lot. Let's go ahead and unbox everything. So let's start with the iPhone 17 Pro first. I currently have the iPhone 16 Pro and I've been using it for about a year. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, the iPhone 16 Pro has not been my favorite. Let's unbox the iPhone 17 Pro. Oh, and since I will be probably using the iPhone 17 a lot, I got a case for it. Even though I used to not believe in cases. Okay, before you even throw anything on it yet though, I want to put a screen protector on it because look at my 16. It's like in really good condition. Outside of that, oh, there's so many scratches. Okay, let's install this dbrand Prism 2.0 screen protector. It comes with two screen protectors actually, and then it comes with this cleaning kit. So it says open one alcohol wipe and use it to clean your screen. Oh, I should have done this when the phone was like fresh out the box because now there's dust on it. Wipe it dry using this. Gently hold the tray with one hand and remove, then immediately swipe. Okay. Remove the tray by peeling from the top. Oh! It says, you'll likely notice bubbles, but don't panic. Use the included squeegee to sweep them out. All right, so they also sent a bunch of cases to choose from. So I wanna go ahead and try all of them because I don't know which one to use. And I'm honestly terrified of breaking this because I've seen a bunch of photos and videos online of people scratching the aluminum already. So not trying to let that happen to me. This phone is so expensive. Okay, so this is the Ghost case. I feel like I'll like this one more. Ooh, it has like a MagSafe thingy on it. So just pop this in and then peelies. Wait, this doesn't look bad. It has these like rubber bumpers too, so that was really loud. It's actually not too bulky either. It definitely doesn't feel bad. But if you like a more rugged look, they also sent over this new case that they have, which looks absolutely insane. All right, so this one actually covers the color. So if you got a color that you don't really like, maybe you got the orange and you're second guessing it. Dude, this camera bump is insane. All right, so this one, oh wow.
That is military style.
This literally looks so rugged. If I was like going on a hike, I feel like I would use this because it really looks like it's gonna protect the phone. And it's got MagSafe, so it'll stick on whatever. Thanks, dbrand. They also gave the grip case, which you already know it's grippy. Ooh, I think I like this one. All right, so this one looks super rugged, but they have these little like stickies on it. Whoa. They should just make this a skin for the phone. Let us go with pink. I've never applied this before. All right, is it idiot proof? Oh, let me use this to help apply it. It's pink. Yeah, I might have to use the Air. This Pro is so thick with a case. I was like feeling like it's really heavy in my hand, and that's because the 16 Pro was like 200 grams, my scale showing 199. And this one is 217. So like 10% heavier. And it's a lot thicker too. And they don't have it in gold. Ugh. All right, let's turn this on for the first time. It says hello. Let's transfer everything over. Well, I've had an iPhone since I had the 5C, I had the 6S, and then I went to Samsung for a while. I came back for the iPhone 12 Pro, and then I upgraded to the 15. I kind of like the gold more than the silver. But anyways, so I had the 12 Pro, and then I upgraded to the 15, and now I am on the 16 Pro. Now we're moving to the 17, because I feel like the camera will be better. I think the 15 was honestly still my favorite. I kept it in the box because this is the best color they've probably ever come out with. Like, it still has a screen protector on it. But I did get the 17 base to unbox for you guys too today, because this one is probably the best base model they've ever come out with in terms of specs. And low key, if I'm not loving the Pro, I might just start using the base. 17 because this is so clunky, but I do kind of want it for the pro video setting, so we'll see. All right, I'm gonna keep my 16 to film like camera and battery and whatever other comparisons, but then after that, I'm gonna gift this to my brother who's currently using my 12 Pro. I'm such a good older sister. All right, I'm gonna let this update and then I'll be back. Oh, let's like finish setting this up, I guess. Oh my gosh.
How's it even scanning your face?
It did it. Oh, I do wish it was more like Samsung where it has like an under-screen fingerprint scanner because I hate Face ID sometimes. All right, it's gonna transfer from my old phone. It's gonna take me 3 hours to transfer, but tomorrow I'll be filming camera comparisons between the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro, as well as the S25 Ultra. For the first time ever, I also picked up an actual official Apple iPhone case. Ooh. Okay, wait, this is cute, but I wish it didn't say Beats right here. But I do feel like it'll look really cute with the silver. And it's pretty like lightweight, like it's not bulky. Oh my gosh, it's giving Among Us. I'm dead. All right, anyways, now that we have the iPhone 17 Pro out of the way, it's time to unbox the Air and the base. I got just the base lavender color, but the sage looks so nice. Here it is next to the iPhone 15 base. Almost the same footprint, definitely feels a bit heavier. It's missing the toggle, so it's just the action button here, and then this one is not a button on the 15, so camera button is on the 17. Actually so disappointed that they didn't have a pastel pink this time, but the purple, I went with the purple and I really regret it. I honestly wish I got the sage green because it's so cute, but here she is. I think the 17 base is the best value this year. All right, let's go ahead and unbox the iPhone Air next. Oh, I didn't actually get a case for this, so I am a little worried, but I got the blue color. She's so skinny. Let's do the side by side. It's actually a little bit longer than the 16 Pro, but way skinnier. That camera bump is pretty noticeable though. Pretty much the same buttons. This one was the one I was kind of iffy about. I don't know, apparently it's like really hard to actually break them, but I feel like when you bend it, you can actually see it flexing and you can feel it flex too. So it is a little scary for me. I'm actually shocked at how nice it feels, especially when the 17 Pro feels like such a brick. I'm kind of liking this a little more than I thought it would, but I'll have to see what the back camera looks like because, oh, and what the sounds like when you're scrolling. Just like the 17 Pro, it just comes with a braided cable and nothing else. Whoa, this is actually crazy because you can see the phone's internals through this. Like we're literally just doing the software update and this hotspot is already at like 38 degrees Celsius. Sheesh. It's crazy that you can just see everything going on inside just from the heat. This whole part is like super warm. And we haven't even done anything yet. Here are all three phones from this year's launch, the 17 Pro, base, and the iPhone Air. Okay, this is getting warm already. It's like really warm right here and I haven't done anything. It's so warm like right here. The battery is here. This top part is getting so warm. I don't know why. Also, I really like the way this looks, but the fingerprints, it's like so bad. Kind of reminds me of like the 14. All right, since the screen on my iPhone Air is already scratched, I figured might as well test it out and see what else could potentially scratch it. Oh, here, you can see that, right? All right here and right here. So I was tweaking out about my screen getting scratched and I was being so careful, like making sure my phones weren't like in my bag like this or ever being held like this. I actually kept the Air in a separate pocket in my purse to avoid the camera scratching it. But now I'm like doubting myself because apparently like other reviewers have found that the screens are super durable. So because it's already scratched, I'm thinking like maybe we can just test it and see if anything else would possibly scratch the screen. And if not, then it must be the camera. I mean, there's definitely a mark on it. Look at that. So the mark that we made is right here. Wait, am I tripping or it actually like came off? But the ones up near the top didn't. Yeah, the coin didn't scratch it at all. That's crazy. Okay, look, right here. These marks right here, that's what I just did. And they just came off. Okay, wait, the glass might actually be more durable than I thought. Maybe it is the camera. All right, let's see. Let's try the key. Let's try key. Same spot. I mean, okay, the key might actually scratch it though. Wait, low key? Maybe it was the camera. Yeah, the only scratches still there are the ones that were already there towards the top, like right here. But okay, I also have this metal card that was in my bag, so maybe that. Oh shit, what the fuck? Is it this metal card? Nope, I don't think it was the metal card. That like came off. Okay, well then for the ultimate test then, I guess the only thing to do is try the camera on here and see if it makes the same kind of scratch. It does. Okay. Problem solved, I guess. I must have carelessly put them in the same pocket, or maybe it was when Chet was filming for me. All right, my bad, Apple. So I did take all of these phones, so everything from the Apple lineup this year, the S25 Ultra, and then also the iPhone 16 Pro out to the beach, Griffith Observatory at night, and some gardens to take different photos and do a camera test for you guys so we can see exactly what all the photos and videos look like side by side. But let me know which one you guys think looks the best.
So overall, the main difference between the three phones from the iPhone lineup this year is just the number of cameras that you get. The iPhone 17 Pro is the only one with the 4x telephoto. So if you find yourself taking a lot of concert videos from afar, then you might want to go with this one. The other phones still are fine at 4x, it's just super grainy, so the quality isn't really there, as you can see in the different photos and videos that I've taken. And in terms of the zoom, Apple has really smoothed out the transition from like the 0.5 to 1x to 4x lens, so it doesn't like glitch out and look like it changes positions as much. But when compared to Samsung, it's not like a night and day difference between quality of the iPhone's telephoto lens and the Samsung one. And then I honestly rarely use 0.5 unless I'm like taking videos in like a really small space. So if you're like me, then maybe the iPhone Air isn't too bad because the iPhone Air just doesn't have the 0.5, so everything will be 1x.
Oh wow, okay, so this on the left is the iPhone Air and on the right is this base 17, and the brightness, they're both 100% brightness, but oh my gosh, the Air is so hot. It's actually so hot.
Burning my
Frick,
fingers.
I should have brought the heat gun.
One issue I did notice with the iPhone 17 Pro though is, so they have this like portrait mode. When you take a photo, it kind of remembers like the depth information of whatever the subject is if you have the setting turned on, and then you can toggle it on and off like the portrait mode. But when it's toggled on, I realized like it has some really terrible edge detection. So I took a photo of some flowers at the gardens and it's literally all over the place. Like it kind of can't really differentiate what the subject is supposed to be, and it's super just, I don't even know. The good thing is you can toggle this on and off, so if you don't like how it is, you can just turn it off. But yeah, the blue flowers are supposed to be the subject, and it's like zoning in on these like random vines that are kind of farther back. But I've honestly never been a fan of portrait mode anyway, so I would just have this turned off. The other thing is on all three phones, so the back cameras are 48 megapixels, but in order to enable this, you have to go into settings and actually enable the button to even like turn this on. Otherwise, I think the default is 24 megapixels for your camera. I honestly don't know why Apple buries this setting, because on Samsung, it's just right there at the top. You can click between like 200 megapixel and like the other modes.
So I've gotten to use all three phones for about a week now, and I have a few thoughts. Number one, if you're someone who has multiple phones, like a work phone and a regular phone, never ever stack them up or put them in a way where the camera from one can rub against the screen, because I found out pretty much the camera of these iPhones is the only thing that can scratch the screen, unless you have like a diamond ring or diamond earrings even, so you have to be really careful with that, because my screen actually got super scratched from the camera. Overall, in terms of like how much I like each one, I wasn't even gonna order the Air because I thought I just wasn't gonna like it at all. But the Air actually really surprised me because it's so light and it feels so great in your hand. The only problem is there's only one camera. So if you're someone that likes to take 0.5 or even like zoom, then you might feel the limitations of this. Other thing is the battery life. While it's not as bad as I thought, it's still not as good as some of the like more standard phones. And it does kind of overheat like in this area towards the top. I am a little bit concerned about like the thermal performance and whether that actually throttles the phone. Overall, I love how this feels. If you're just a casual phone user, then I honestly think the Air is like not a bad choice. It's pretty durable, as people have already tested, and it just feels amazing. I will want to call out, it has less speakers. I did not expect to like this as much as I did. On to the base. So the base iPhone 17 this year is probably the best base model they've ever put out, and the features and value make it so hard to pick the Pro, honestly, unless you absolutely need the Pro video and and photo settings, which I feel like doesn't really apply to most people. All three models this year have the same 18 megapixel selfie camera with the center stage feature. I feel like nowadays with social media, like a lot of us are really using the front camera where like if you want to see yourself, you have to use the front camera. So that's also one thing to consider. Specifically with the base, so this one will have the 0.5, like the ultra wide, and the standard camera. If you do need it to zoom, it only has digital zoom. So in that case, that's pretty much like the only reason I would go with the Pro. But like other than that, they finally have the 120 hertz refresh rate screen, which I don't even want to really like give them kudos for because I feel like it's long overdue. But in terms of like the other features and the camera, for sure, like the base is such a good value. And the colors this year are actually so good. I ended up choosing the lilac one because I thought it would be super cute, but the sage I think is better. And the other thing too, and like I'll get into it a little bit more when I talk about the iPhone 17 Pro, is like if you're someone that likes to go caseless, I don't think it's an option on the Pro. I think you would still be able to do it on the iPhone 17 base because the glass is so strong. I would definitely still get a screen protector, but it doesn't have the aluminum like back panel, which scratches really easily. I honestly hate the Pro model this year because it's heavier, thicker, and it's less durable than the previous model, which I think is freaking insane. The only reason I would get this is the 4X telephoto is insane. I think they advertise 8X, but I think it's like a 4X optical zoom and then the rest is like all digital. It's not really like an 8X lens, but it looks freaking insane. I'll overlay some photos and videos that I took with this. The image processing is also better. So like, even if you were using just the standard camera on this versus like the base, I do still feel like it looks better on the Pro and like the colors look really, really good. So yeah, those are my thoughts about the Pro. I feel like Goldilocks where this one is too heavy, like this one doesn't have the telephoto, and then this one like the battery life, and it just only has one camera. So I really don't know. Hopefully this video helped you guys decide. Yeah, let me know if this phone review content is helpful because I actually do like making it. I feel like I have strong opinions, so I might as well like share them. And I also wanted to remind you guys, like, you do not have to upgrade your phone every year. And I know that sounds really rich for me with all these phones, but like, trust me, before I started doing like review content, I wouldn't upgrade my phone for like 3 to 4 years at a time. Like I went from the 12 Pro and then didn't upgrade until like the 15. And even that was like, because I did a brand deal that required the new phone. Don't upgrade just because of a shiny new thing. Like you only really need to upgrade if there's something you really want to do or you have to do and your current tech just like isn't physically able to accomplish that. Then I would say it's good to consider upgrading. But like I'll see comments all the time of like people who just bought a phone and then something new comes out and they're like, oh my God, like should I upgrade? Like honestly, no. Your current device probably does everything you need it to do and more. I mean, if you are someone that likes having the new thing every time, like this isn't to shame you, but I also just don't want you guys to feel bad if you don't have the new latest thing every time because you don't need that. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching.